Welcome to Raj Creation. In this video, I am came up with a beautiful kurti design. In this tutorial, I will show you both embroidery and sewing of this kurti. Let's get started. I have taken a paper in which a 2-inch width and 6 inches of length box has been drawn, and now I am drawing the pattern for my embroidery. It's a freehand pattern, you can easily draw it. I am drawing it on this paper just to show you how to trace this and then do the embroidery. You can directly trace it on cloth too. The flowers that are being made in this pattern are filled with Balochi embroidery. It's also based on a geometrical pattern and very similar to long and short satin stitch. You will find helpful for your upcoming projects. This is a back cloth and I am using a yellow carbon paper to trace it down. Just overwrite all the pattern and you will see a black printout on dark shade of paper. Now I am starting embroidery. First we will draw a straight line, then on the center of the line we have to prick the needle till the end. This point is for breaking the pattern in two parts. After taking the thread out of the center, we have to cross the thread, and now see the thread movement where thread have to be moved. I'm taking it out from the middle and then passing towards the thread and again pricking it till the end. This way we have to fill a small square box. I am using 4 strands of thread for this embroidery. It look a nice feeling to it. It's a very simple and easy to make embroidery. Now first box is almost completed. Now I extend it toward the next one, which is slightly bigger than this. From both left and right sides we will extend the thread so that it will form a big square. And after doing this big square, we will reduce it to the smaller one so that it will form a geometrical pattern. It's a very easy embroidery. After giving a one try, you can easily make it in your embroidery projects and looks very beautiful. I hope you will find this helpful. Just doing the second square. Now extending its length to another one square. Pricking a needle in the center will divide the whole pattern in a half. It's very easy to do embroidery. Even a beginner can easily do this. Now reducing the length of thread so that a small square can be made. One thing I want to tell you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you cannot miss my further videos. I hope you will find this tutorial helpful. Just completing the pattern. Now doing the leaves part. This is a very simple satin stitch and the stitches are self-explanatory. I don't have to say anything. Just see the thread movement. You can easily do this if you are a beginner in embroidery. Stems have been made with back stitch. In the leaves I have also used 4 strands of thread for proper filling. Now patch has been almost completed. Now the neck designing part. I have taken 8 inches of width and 12 inches of length of a fusion paper. It has a glue on the one side. Now measuring 6 inches of neck length, and from here I am measuring 1 inch of width because our patch is of 2 inches. From 6 inches we will draw a straight line downwards. Just before the end part, draw another line, and from this part we will join two parts using a simple curve that is equivalent to round shape. Taking 1 inch of width of this fusion paper extra for the neckline. Total neck width is 6 inches, so I have made a mark on 3 inches on the folded side. Now cutting the neck part. Don't cut it straight towards the end, else it will be neckline will be divided into two parts. Now on the dotted line we have to cut this so that shape of neck will be obtain. This is how it look likes. In the center of it, we will arrange black color patch that was made earlier. We have to set this like this. Now this fusion paper neck has to be sticked on a cloth. On the back side of the cloth, we will place the glue side of neck. Just measure 6 inches of width so that neck cannot be misplaced. After marking this, I will iron it so that fusion paper will stick to the cloth. This will look like this. Now we have to cut the extra part, leaving half of inch of margin from the outer side. This way preparing necklines is very easy and you don't have to cut the neckline on cloth. Just preparing the neckline on fusion paper and sewing it on plain cloth will help you a lot. Now cutting it from the inner side, leaving it 2.2 or 3 points of margin of black color cloth. Now this look like this. Now placing it, trying it to the kurti cloth and how it will look. First we have to fold the outer sides of the neckline from all sides. Folding this way will help us to do this neckline easily, so that after making neck it is a bit difficult to fold this part. If we are folding it earlier, then it is very easy for us to make this. Now it is almost completing. We have to cover the fusion paper all around with cloth. Now placing it on the right side of the kurti, we have to sew just adjacent to the fusion paper, not over the fusion paper but just adjacent to the fusion paper. This paper part will be used for the center patch. We will complete it by giving it a stitch line all around. Let's get started with the neckline. Secure it with the pins so that neckline cannot be misplaced, and on the curved side and the corners you have to move very slowly so that proper finishing is acquired. On the turning points, needle should be in the cloth and then move the cloth. It's helpful for proper placing of cloth. This way sew the whole neckline on the front side of kurti. While sewing, remove the pins. Now the center part of the neckline has to be removed, sorry, has to be removed. After removing this part, we will give small notches all around the neckline. It will make it easier to turn this out. Just giving a small notches. Don't forget to do not cross the thread line. On these areas, on the turning points, you have to give a big notch, but don't cross the thread line. On the curved side, you have to give 2 or 3 notches. This will be helpful in turning this out. After turning and placing the patch, this will look like this. First I will secure this with the help of the pins and then do a stitch line with sewing machine. Now give a stitch line all around. Remove the pins when you are near the pin, else it will break your needle. Now completing the neckline part. At this point of time, you can also make another stitch line near to it, but I am using a decorative stitch. Just see, this is a simple chain stitch. First I will make the chain stitch with black color thread, and then this is a chain stitch I am doing. If you having any trouble in pricking the needle in fusion paper, just cover the cloth and you will easily do the chain stitch, because fusion paper is a bit thick and it will not be easy to do. We have to do this chain stitch all around. This is a very simple and easy to make embroidery stitch. First we will do chain stitch all around, and then with the contrasting color, blue color thread, with the blue color thread, I will be using another stitch over it. This will give a dory effect to this. You can see how chain stitch is done. After doing chain stitch, we are just moving a thread, blue color thread, over this chain stitch. This will give a dory effect or a tubal effect to this. It looks very pretty. I am using it with four strands of thread. You can also, if you want to make a thicker dory, you can also use 6 strands of thread. The whole